Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 22. I'm your host, Renovate. Guys, we're going to talk about a couple things today. First of all, we are in the month of August. We still have one growth stage left on all our sugar beets. I believe we only have one growth stage left on our olives. And then actually 606, so they might be ready. I don't know. It doesn't say harvestable. And then I believe we have one growth stage left on our grapes, even though it's not showing grapes on the vines, which is kind of weird. But if I go into the map, it actually shows that it's on its last stage of growing. Between episodes, guys, I put in another beehive. The bees kind of fly over here. I'm just kidding. They don't fly over here. This is where they drop off the honey. So the honey drop-off points here. As long as these are within 150 meters or whatever the distance is on the game, 150 feet, 150 meters, whatever, you only need one drop-off point. So if I were to put one of these like way out in one of the other fields, I'd probably need a drop-off point over there. But it's producing lots of honey. I've already put it into the food factory. And then this was our barley field. It is completely harvested. We had, I can't remember how much we got out of this. It was a ton. And then I also did the straw swath and we baled it all up, and we put a bale drop-off point over here behind the silos, and you'll be able to see that we had nearly 750,000 liters of straw. So there's 737,000 liters of straw right there. I bought this. This is a auto-loading bale loader. I got rid of one of our other mods that was conflicting with our loaders. And this was our... what field was this? This was our oats field. So we took all the oats. I didn't straw this. We have all the oats, and that went into the cereal factory. So that's all down there in the cereal factory. And then over here in our other fields, we have our potatoes, which are on their last growth stage. You'll see here 5 of 5, which means they're almost ready, if not ready. It doesn't say that they're ready, though. It still says growing 5 of 5. So that must mean today is growth stage 5 of 5. And then this is our soybeans. Soybeans turn brown when they're ready, but I think they're on their last growth stage. Actually, they're on 5 of 6. I went ahead and harvested the sorghum, which is right here. Now, if you don't know, sorghum looks very similar to soybeans, and the sorghum stalk is actually on the top of the plant. So you just harvest the top of the plant, and it leaves the rest of this crap still here. So we'll cultivate this back under the ground. And then, of course, we have our corn, which is over here. And I think this has one stage left on it as well. I'm pretty sure. So this is 5 of 6. It's forageable. So if we wanted to do the chaff from it, we could do that. But we're not. I went ahead and bought this. You can see that we have $411,000. I went ahead and bought this and the header. It is a muddy mess because it was raining and then it stopped raining, but it seems like the dirt has an ability to get on your cars a little bit more when it gets dirty. We also bought the semi. I got rid of the other one. We were leasing the other one, but I bought this one, and then this is an auto loader for our productions. Now, if you're probably wondering, well, how did you get so much money? I believe I can go in here and show you how I got so much money. You can see all the stuff we've been spending. But if you go back, you'll see our products being sold here. Now you got almost 700,000. We nearly made $500,000. Well, we did make $500,000 and 320,000. We almost made $1 million in one day. This day we did make $1 million, then we haven't made any money. But you can see that I've been spending a crap ton of money. We actually spent construction costs of almost $250,000 here. And then we almost spent $750,000 on new vehicles. That's because these things here are the pink packages, and these pink packages, if we go down here and look, they sold at the time, I don't know what they sell for now, so 92,000. I think they were 104 when I sold them, and you can see here that we have quite a bit. So if I were to take one of these over there, we'd have another $100,000 if we wanted it, but I'm actually going to just keep these here. And we might just move them over to like right here so that the other ones can spawn, because I want to keep these in order to make the blue ones. Yeah, so if we do need money, which I don't think we will right yet, we can go ahead and put these in the sell point. All right, so let's look at what we have going on for productions. So as of right now, I don't need anything that has to do with woods. I don't need anything that has to do with gold. We're not worrying about that right now. If we go down here, the clothes are being made. And then if we go down a little bit more, we are actually looking at cereal. So cereal, I need honey, which we have, the oats, which we have, the corn, which we're waiting on, and then the raisins, which we're waiting on. So you can see we have the honey, the oats, we have tomatoes, lettuce, and then we're waiting on the other stuff. The ketchup requires tomatoes and sugar. So we have the tomatoes. We're just waiting on the sugar beets to make ketchup. The salad, we are waiting on olives. And then the crisps are potatoes and sunflowers, which both of these will be done probably tomorrow. And then the butter is just milk turned into cheese, which I believe the cheese has already been sent over to the other cake factory, I believe. Yeah, so this is the cakes that we're making. We have everything we need except sugar, so that'll make all our cakes. And then the barley was used to make flour. So you can see we're still storing a ton of flour. And then actually have solid fertilizer being made from our poop. So that is helping us out there. I don't know how much lime we have. We have over 100,000 liters of lime. So that's good. So everything is being made. Everything is getting processed and moved around. Now, if you remember, we bought this property over here, and I have been cleaning it up, and we have some nice little buildings here now. So this is where I spent all our new construction costs. So this is a building for our harvester. That is the thing. That is a baler with a windrower on the front of it. It's a complete mess. Like I said, it was muddy. And then over here is just a storage garage to put our stuff in. I sold our other storage garage that's over by the other silos. So we put this in here. This is just a little shack. It doesn't provide any purpose. It's just decorative. And then I moved our gasoline and our washer over here. And yes, it does work. I just haven't used it. And then I've been making this really large pond right here. So we're not done with it yet, but I will show you kind of how it works real quick. And if we go into, if we press our F12, if you have the developmental tools, you can go to delete object right here. And then if I come over here, we can just walk up to a tree and delete the trees. Now I'm not worried about getting the cost back on the trees, because this part here I just want to get rid of. It's kind of annoyance. So we're going to get rid of all these trees here. And then I'm going to show you how you make a pond. So you guys probably know how to make the pond, but there's a mod that I downloaded that has water in it. So it works like that. Okay. So if we go into, let's actually get out of the way because we can't be standing in it while we're doing it. If we go into our construction right here, and we go into construction, I can actually take the landscaping, the sculpting tool, and we are going to go down right here. We're going to come all the way around. We're just kind of going to outline what we want to do like that. All right. And then I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, and we're going to sink all this down in that area, including where the water is. And you'll see now that there is a line where the water is. So we're going to delete that area. Okay. So now you can see that's what it looked like. Okay. So we are going to continue to drop this section here. Let's make it a little bit bigger. We'll drop all this area here. I don't mind keeping some of the plants down inside there. It kind of makes it look cool from under the water. So we'll drop all of this down here. Let's rotate it back around. Okay, once you have your depth, then you want to go to your smoothing tool right here, and then just smooth, kind of like smooth the outside edges. So you get all the little sharp points, and it just makes it a nice gradual bank going into the water. And I just do this on the banks. I don't care about the inside of it because you won't see the inside of it. Okay, and then we're going to paint it. So let's just paint it. We'll paint the dirt. Let's get it bigger and change it to a circle. We'll paint this all dirt down the bottom like that. And then we'll get this thing here. Paint the banks kind of a muddy color like that. And then we'll go get the gravel. I think I used this one. Let's see, let's go down. Yeah, we'll paint the top with kind of like a little gravel rocky area like that. Okay, and then we're going to go into decorations, and it's under others. And then if you scroll all the way down, if you have the mod, it's going to be down at the very end. And then I think we want this one here, and then boom, there it is. So these are different sizes. You can see like this one's huge. We could probably use this one too. Yeah, we can use that one. Can we use this one? It's a little bit short. So you can see down there on the right hand side, it's a little bit too short. So I'll have to use this one here. And then you can raise the height. That's the maximum height. If all you gotta do is move your mouse up and down. So I'm moving it up and down, and it takes it down, up, and that's the maximum height. That looks good to me. And then just make sure you don't have any areas on your property that are lower than this, because you'll also get water in it as well. So that's our pond. So then we can go back into landscaping, painting. Let's do some shrubs, plants. That's what I'm looking for. Let's do some of these really tall ones like this, just kind of wispy ones like that around the edge, like that. And then we'll get some over here. And then we need to get some down this way. I'll probably put a fence around this maybe. And then let's get some trees. Kind of want some of these weeping willow looking trees. And then where is the weeping willow ones? These are kind of cool. Yeah, I kind of want to protect that side of it. And then maybe like down this way. Like that. That works. And then here's a big weeping willow. We'll do a couple weeping willow trees here. Maybe one right there. That looks good. And then we'll just go in and plant some flowers. And let's grab some flowers on the shoreline here. We'll plant some flowers on my island that I created. And then we'll do some flowers back here just to add some color. You gotta remember all this stuff changes during the seasonal change. So it's kind of cool like that. All right, so there's our pond. Pretty cool, huh? All right, so that's what I've been doing, and this side is all concrete, and then I figured we would build a house over here on this side, but I got to clean all this stuff out. I'll probably do that in between videos, but I'm going to go ahead and take a little screenshot of this. Let's get out of this, and we'll take a little screenshot maybe of... Actually, you know what? I'll take the screenshot later. I'm probably going to go into flight mode and then do it from overhead. But anyways, I am going to go ahead. The one thing that I don't have, though, is a sleep trigger. So I am going to throw down a sleep trigger real quick. So we'll go to sleep, farmhouses, and then let's get just a little pad here. We'll put it like right here. Actually, you know what? It'd be kind of nice to have it. Not that we're going to be using it, but we'll put it right here. All right. And then we're going to sleep for an entire day. And then a lot of our stuff should be processed by tomorrow, or at least ready for us to harvest. So let's find out. All right, September, we woke up butt crack of dawn. You can see our leasing and property costs are astronomical, but our trees are turning. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to do this. Makes it look really pretty. It looks like our potatoes are removed foliage. So our potatoes are ready. Let's go over to, yeah, this one here. Let's see if our soybeans are ready, and our soybeans still have 1 day of growth left. Okay, so we can do the potatoes, which is great. And then the only other one that I need to see about, let's go ahead and get in our truck. Actually, no, let's hop out of our truck. Are these ready? These are still growing, so we still have another full day on that. All right, so let's go check. You can see we have a ton of wool ready. So as of right now, we have, oh, let's check on our grapes. Oh, ooh, look at our grapes. They have grapes on them. Ready to harvest. Cool. So we can do our grapes, and then let's see if our olives are still growing. Daggone it. Okay, so we can do our grapes, our potatoes. This is going to be an expensive day because these harvesters are a really expensive item. But the only other thing I need to check on is the sunflowers. If the sunflowers are ready, I'll go ahead and get the header, because I think the sunflowers use the same header as the corn, if I remember correctly. We'll send the harvester over here, let him do his job. Let's see, I still see a lot of green. All right, let's see if these are ready. I don't think they are. These are still growing. Okay, so we just have the potatoes to do, and we need to get a grape harvester. Sounds like a plan. All right, so let's go back over to the farm. I'll go ahead and lease the equipment that we need. We'll get the grapes. You know what? I don't believe that I have a... If I harvest the grapes, I don't believe I have a place to turn the grapes into... We're probably going to have to build another freaking facility. I swear to God. Let's go into P, buildings, construction, production. Let's go back down here. So we need a place that turns the grapes into raisins. Cereal factory turns grapes into raisins. All right, so we need a grape processing factory. Is that the only grape processing factory that I have? This turns grapes into something else. That turns it into wine. Let's just look. I just want to make sure that I don't have another one. Some of these are modded, and they're only modded to produce not like anything like cheaty. It just produces them at a quicker rate. Same input output, just different rates. But I don't think I have one, and I don't. So we'll have to get the original one, which is fine. It takes a little bit of time, but that's okay. Which is this one here. Yeah, it's grape processing plant. It's 80 grand. All right, you know what? We can put that over here beside. We can put it right here. So I'm looking at where. Yep. So we could put it like right here with the grapes. So let's stick it like right there. We'll go ahead and landscape that. We'll paint the, let's see, I used a gravel, so let's go ahead and grab the gravel. We'll continue the gravel. Let's make it bigger. All right, so that's the only area that we really need. That's the drop off and the pickup spot. All right, I don't believe there's anything on the other sides. There is not, so that's the only place that we need. That works. All right, so let's just take this on down like that. Okay, cool. So we got that. It looks like these are brown, which is fine. We're probably out of something there. All right, let's go ahead and shut this bad boy off. Let's go ahead and lease a grape technology. Let's grab this bad boy. Let's see, working speed, we can make him go a little bit faster, not that it matters. Wheel setup, I really don't care. GPS, I don't care. And let's do lease for 12 grand. We'll grab him. And then we need to do a potato. So let's do potatoes. That's a potato harvester machine right there. We're going to need the header for the potatoes too. So let's go potato technology. I wondered if I have this one. This is a 10 meter. This goes on the Ropa, but I don't have a Ropa. This does potatoes. Oh, you know what? I think it's under the, I think it's this is the beets. I think I have a modded beet version. It says beets, beets, beets. I wonder if, oh, this is it here. Okay. So this is the modded. So it does all three of them. Okay. So we'll lease this. Whoops. Oh, wow. I can't do that. No. Wonder why it won't let us do it. Oh, that sucks, guys. That won't let me use that one. Let's go into our mods, our modded version. That's this one here. And let's see if we can find it in here and see if it'll let us open it here. All right. So it's right here. This is what we need. So, oh my God. It won't let us open it. It won't let us open it. I need to buy it. Lease it. Oh, crap. I wonder if this will fit. Oh, that sucks. That sucks so bad. Maybe it's just outdated or something. It doesn't matter. We can still use the other one. So let's just go ahead and back. Let's go back. I don't think I have a miscellaneous one. Maybe I do. So what is this one? I have no idea. So let's go back. Let's just get a normal one. So we can change the speed on it. I'm not worried about this, like worried about that stuff. These things are just so big. I don't think it has an internal capacity is the only problem. It might. Yeah, it looks like it has some kind of it has a 22,000, so that's pretty good. And it has its own header on it. That's fine. We'll go ahead and lease this. 30 grand. All right, we'll get these two things started. All right. Let me go get these two things. I'll get them set up and running, and I'll bring you back. All right, got the grape thing up there next to the grapes. We got to unfold this monstrosity of a machine right here. I don't know if I have enough room to do headlands on this. I'm going to try to see if this guy will do his own work. But if you've ever done potatoes, you'll know that the yield on potatoes is ridiculous. So we'll see how far along we get. Let's see if we can turn this bad boy on. All right. Here all the potatoes come. All right, so there's one little line. Let's see if we can turn around here. I was going to go over on Mod Hub and grab that mod again and see if it would work, but we don't have very much. I'm not worried about the potatoes. The beets were fine because the beet machine works. It's just this potato one. So you can already see we have 4,000 potatoes on the first two lines, and that was just the headland. So this thing is going to fill up really fast, but I want to see if I can get the computer to do it. So let's see. We can. All right, cool. So let's go over to our other machine that we leased, this bad boy. All right, let's unfold him. Now, when this thing unfolds, it raises up. You can see it's raising up a little bit, and then we just kind of get an in line with what we want to do. It's kind of tricky because you got to straddle the grapevines. All right, and get right on. There we go. We just need to turn this bad boy on. And see, does this have a capacity? This has a little bit of a capacity. So, and this is all you do. You just drive down through here and collect all the grapes off like that. And then after you do the grapes, then there's a machine that comes through and it cuts all the leaves off the grapevine, so it kind of prunes the grapevines. This is going to be kind of difficult. We might have to just do this in circles. Now this, I don't believe that the computer can help you with. I think this is just an all-persons thing. So let's see if we can get, oops, take a wider turn into that. You can kind of see where we got to get right there. And you can see those little shakers. They just shake the grapes off and the grapes fall in those little turning wheels and you just pick the grapes off just like that. Oops, I hit, oh, we got stuck. There we go. You got to watch what you're doing. All right, so let me get all these grapes ready. 40. Oh, so the other guys are almost ready. So let's pause him. Yeah, he's got a ton. All right, let's get this guy and let's go grab those. So I tell you what, I'm going to do both of these fields. We'll get the product put into the factories. And then, like I said at the beginning, I want to talk to you guys about a couple things. And I'll go over that and then we'll decide what we're going to do. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, so everything is done. And you can see it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. There we go. And then I am picking up, I believe this is flour. Yeah, this is flour. We have a huge amount of flour, and I think I am just going to sell it because the cake making business has got plenty. So I need to take this around. I totally forgot about the molasses. So we have been making molasses with the, what was it? We made molasses with the sorghum and something else. So I went ahead and put it into the factory right there where the pink boxes are because the molasses is part of the liquids boxes, which are the blue ones. And you can see I don't have very much money. I bought a cultivator, which you can see back there in the distance. He's cultivating. So we got these 2 fields here completely cultivated. And what else did we do? We leased the 2 machines. Oh, and I got a corn header. So the corn machine, or the corn picker, is ready. And I believe I have some pellets over here. So we got quite a bit of grapes done. I believe we had somewhere near, I think, 13,000 liters of grapes, which is good. And for raisins, it's 1-to-1, so we'll get 13,000 raisins. And I don't believe we're going to need any more of that. We really only need like one. We only need like 1 box of the cereal. We only need 1 box of everything, but it looks like we have 1 box of raisins. That's cute. So there's our box of raisins. I'm gonna get out and look at this. Sweetest raisins in the world. So yeah, you can see that we have 12,800 left in there to process, and it's processing them rather quickly. And then our greenhouse is pretty much shut down because I'm out of fertilizer. I have a whole thing back there of seeds. We're just out of fertilizer, so I need to get that going again. And then the grapes and all the other crops will be done tomorrow, which will be another episode maybe. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about was I don't get very many views on our Farm Simulator series. Now, I'm fine with that because it's not everybody's cup of tea. But you guys let me know. Would you want me to switch maps? Do you want me just to continue playing, those that watch? I enjoy playing this game. I love playing this game. I'd rather play it multiplayer. But we'll just do with what we have. But yeah, you guys let me know for those that are watching. I know this map is kind of flat and it's odd. There is another map that I'm looking at that's just an absolutely gigantic map to play on. So you guys let me know. And oh, I left too early. Let's grab these. Boop. There we go. Let's grab those. I'm gonna go sell these. These sell for a pretty good amount actually. And then looks like I got some more wool already produced, but everything else we're pretty much done with, except for the cultivating, and then the harvesting. we got just an absolute crap load of potatoes. I'll show you how many potatoes we got. So if we go down here to our potato chips, you can see that we put 56,000 liters in there for here. And then if we go over here, I have 224,000, basically 225,000 liters of potatoes sitting in the silo. So we have, that was almost 300,000 liters just in that little tiny field. So you can imagine how many sugar beets I'm going to get, because they're about the same yield. So I'm going to probably have nearly 2 million liters over there, and that's fine because we need a ton of sugar. We need sugar for a bunch of stuff, so that's good. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, smack the like button and hit the request button. I got a lot of things on my mind. Hit the subscribe button and hit the like button if you guys are enjoying it, and I will see you next time.